This is Isaac. He was preparing to enter kindergarten, and now he is preparing to plead self-defense. Anyone who has played The Binding of Isaac knows the basic story. Isaac and his mother lived alone, and so it goes. It could be said that the story started before this. So what do we know about Isaac? Isaac was a pretty normal young kid. Had a mom, a dad, a cat named Guppy, and he enjoys drawing and playing with toys. At some point, his father left, and any pets Isaac had died, thus leaving Isaac alone with his mother in a small house on a hill. Remember this moment, we'll be coming back to it later. Isaac's mother is reportedly quite religious, watching Christian broadcasts on the television. She then hears a voice from above, telling her to separate Isaac from all worldly things, as well as to separate Isaac from the world, because Isaac had been corrupted by sin. She then was told to sacrifice him, and as she grabbed a knife and headed to Isaac's room, he had found out what was going on and headed to the basement to escape from his doom. As he descends through the levels of the basement, Isaac finds himself fighting monstrous creatures of all shapes, sizes, and smells, with nothing but his own tears to defend himself with. As Isaac searches the horrifying depths, he finds various objects that he utilizes to make himself stronger. He inevitably comes across his mother again, but this time he is ready to fight rather than run. Upon defeating his mother, he descends even deeper, entering his mother's womb, where he must defeat her heart. After this new victory, Isaac is presented with a choice, either to go fight his own angelic self, or to go fight Satan. Having certain items will allow Isaac to descend into chests, in which Isaac's fight continues. Ever deeper he goes, ever stronger he gets. Nothing can stand in the way of Isaac. These are the hallucinations of a cold and suffocating child. This is where we return to the image of a young boy and his mom in that small house on the hill. We now enter the imagination of Isaac. Everything about his life starts to get foggy. His father left on poor terms with his mother. His cat Guppy never received a proper burial, and whatever other countless horrors there might have been, Isaac was left alone with a broken mother in what seemed to him a barren and lifeless world. Isaac's mother was religious, at least enough that Isaac had access to the Bible. Reading the Bible himself, Isaac had decided that he was evil, and was incredibly uncomfortable with this knowledge. What happened between him and his mother is unknown, but in any case, Isaac seems quite afraid and or resentful towards her. Within his imagination, she had taken everything away from him, and Isaac ended up killing her in defense of his own life. He seems to repeat this story many times over, exploring every aspect of his own self-image and many of the tools around him. When this all started is unknown. Isaac, for reasons not entirely understood, hopped into a chest, which was then closed. As Isaac lay there, his mind went everywhere else, fighting off the reality he had come to. He fought off his mother, he fought off his inner demons, he fought off Satan, himself, and even his own dying body, and the light at the end of the tunnel. He was both mentally and physically lost within the chest. Outside of the chest, Isaac's mother had started searching for her missing son, but he was lost, not to be found until his body had already decomposed, and his skeletal remains being all that was left of this young boy.